Everyone says you need to respond fast to win luxury deals. But the biggest mistake I see agents make is rushing their responses without strategy. Last month, I watched a top-performing agent lose a $3.2 million deal in just 3 minutes. And what I discovered about why she lost could completely change how you handle your next luxury negotiation. What I'm about to share with you is the exact method that took my luxury closing rate from 60% to 91% in 6 months. So make sure you stick around to the end. So picture this. I'm at a networking event last month, and Alessia, one of the top agents in our market, gets a notification on her phone. It's an offer on her $3.2 million listing. Now, Alessia has been in the business for 15 years. She's closed over $100 million in luxury properties. She knows what she's doing, right? But here's what happened. She sees the offer and immediately, within 3 minutes, she fires back a counteroffer. No hesitation, no deep analysis, just boom, response sent. 2 days later, the deal falls apart. The buyer walks away completely. And when I talked to the buyer's agent afterwards, he told me something that blew my mind. Before we dive in, if you want to take your real estate career to the next level, make sure you watch the video linked in the description below after this video ends. He said, "My client felt like she didn't even think it through. For a $3.2 million decision, he expected more consideration." Now, this got me thinking. Why do we, as real estate professionals, think that faster always means better? Here's the thing about luxury buyers that most agents completely miss. These aren't your typical home buyers. We're talking about people who didn't get wealthy by making rushed decisions. They've built their success on careful analysis, strategic thinking, thorough due diligence, and yes, taking time to make the right choice. So when you fire back an instant response to their $1 million offer, what message are you really sending? You're telling them that their biggest financial decision deserves the same attention you'd give to ordering lunch. Let me break down exactly what goes wrong when agents rush their responses, because I've made every single one of these mistakes. Mistake number 1, missing critical details. When you're focused on speed, you scan instead of read. That inspection contingency, you might miss that it's only 7 days instead of the standard 10. That financing clause, you overlook that they're asking for a 21-day close instead of 30. I once rushed a response and completely missed that the buyer wanted the wine cellar contents included. A $50,000 oversight that almost killed the deal. Mistake number 2, generic responses. Luxury buyers include specific language in their offers for a reason. They mention their timeline, their concerns, their priorities. But when you rush, you send back a template response that could apply to any property. They spent an hour crafting their offer. You spent 3 minutes on your response. Who do you think cares more about this transaction? Mistake number 3, looking desperate. This one hurts, but it's true. In the luxury market, scarcity and exclusivity drive value. When you respond instantly, you're signaling that you have nothing else going on, that this deal is your lifeline. Premium clients pay premium prices because they expect premium service, and premium service takes time. I learned this lesson the hard way. 3 years ago, I had the worst month of my career. 3 major deals. We're talking $8.7 million in total volume. Gone. Just like that. Deal number 1. $2.8 million waterfront property. I rushed my counteroffer and missed that the buyer needed a 45-day close due to international banking. They walked. Deal number 2. $3.4 million estate. I sent a generic response that didn't address their specific concerns about the property's age. They found an agent who actually listened. Deal number 3. $2.5 million penthouse. I was so focused on beating the competition's response time that I underpriced my counteroffer. The seller fired me. That month cost me over $200,000 in commission. But more importantly, it taught me that being first means nothing if you're not being strategic. So I developed what I call the strategic response method. It's a systematic approach that transformed my business, and it can transform yours too. Step 1, the 24-hour analysis window. Unless it's an expiring offer, I take a full 24 hours minimum. This isn't stalling, it's strategy. I review every single clause, research recent comparables, and understand the market dynamics. Step 2, buyer psychology deep dive. I analyze why they made this specific offer. What's their timeline? What are their concerns? What motivated their price point? I call their agent and have real conversations about their client's priorities. Step 3, strategic response crafting. My response addresses their specific concerns directly. The reasoning behind each counterterm. Market data that supports my position. A clear path forward that benefits both parties. Step 4, the consultation call. Before sending anything, I call the buyer's agent. I walk through my response, explain my reasoning, and make sure they understand the value proposition. This isn't about being slow. It's about being thorough, strategic, and showing the level of service that million-dollar clients expect. The transformation was immediate. In the first quarter after implementing this method, I closed 4 out of 5 luxury listings. But the real proof came over time. In 6 months, my closing rate on properties over $1 million jumped from 60% to 91%. That's not luck. That's not market conditions. That's strategy. But here's the best part. My average days on market dropped from 127 to 64 days. When you respond strategically, you don't just close more deals. You close them faster. If you want to stop losing deals to rush responses and start closing more luxury properties, make sure you watch the next video on your screen or linked in the description below. Until then, remember, in luxury real estate, strategic always beats speedy. I'll see you in the next one.